Epictetus once said, "What is bad luck? Opinion. What are conflict, dispute, blame, accusation, and irreverence? They are all opinions. And what more than that, they are opinions that lie outside of our own reasoned choice, presented as if they were good or evil. Let a person shift their opinions only to what belongs in the field of their own choice, and I guarantee that person will have peace of mind whatever is happening around them." Think about all the opinions that you have about the weather, about other people, about what that other guy said, or did he say that in a rude manner, if you're successful or not. We are consistently looking and observing the world and putting our opinions on top of it. You're filtering reality through your own opinions and your own thoughts. But our opinions can often be misleading and often they can be even false completely because they are shaped by dogmas, whether they be cultural or religious. They are shaped by expectations or thoughts about the world, or even they are shaped by ignorance. No wonder we are always anxious about something, or we are always a little bit mad about something, because we are always putting our opinions on things and labeling them as good or bad, when in reality, good or bad does not exist. Our mind decides whether an outside event should be good or should be bad, whether or not an outside event should be perceived as good or perceived as a bad thing. So you cannot really say about a situation that this is really bad or this is really good. You never know how that it is going to turn out. Let me give you an example so that you can better understand. This is a great story, and I think it's actually pretty old. It goes something like this. There is a farmer, an old farmer, and he has one horse and a boy. And he lives on this farm and he's looking after his potato farm and with the help of his horse. Now, one day, he sees that his horse ran away overnight. His son, in the morning, run up to this old farmer, his father, and he says to him, "What are we going to do without the horse? We won't be able to take care of our potato farm efficiently. Our whole potato business was ran by this horse and now it's gone. This is a completely bad situation." The old man says to this little boy, "Well, maybe this is a bad situation." A couple days go by and the boy sees a bunch of horses running towards them. And he sees his horse, the horse that ran away, coming towards them with 20 other horses. So the other horse brought with him 20 more horses, wild horses. And now they have like 30 or 20 horses with them. Now the kid says, "This is so great. We have all these horses. We don't even need to care about potatoes anymore. We can go into the horse business. And this is a really great thing." And then the old man says, "Well, maybe it is a good thing." Then the next day, as the little boy is trying to take care of the horses, the wild horses that came in yesterday, he sits on one of the horses, but because of they are wild and they were not really they're not used to being around people. When the boy gets on the horse throws him off and steps on his leg and breaks his left leg. Now, the villagers in the town says to the old man that we're so sorry about your little boy, that this is a horrible situation, and so on and on. They say that this is a very bad situation and we're very sorry. The old man says, "Well, maybe it's a bad situation." Then, a couple weeks later, the little kid is sitting. Well, of course, he's sitting. His leg is broken. He can't really do anything. And the old man sees thousands upon thousands of soldiers coming from the mountains, and they are going to go through where the place that they live. They're going to go through there, and the troops go up there and says to the old man, "We are going into war. This is a very serious situation, and we need, if you have any sons, to come with us. We're going to take them, and we are going to fight against I don't know who." And when they see that his son is disabled, that his leg is broken, and he will just hinder the war and the other soldiers, they decide not to take the little boy with them. So this story shows really well that you cannot really trust the events, by which I mean you don't really know if an event is good or bad. As we saw or heard in the story, everyone said in the town that the kid breaking his leg was really bad. He couldn't work on the farm, and that would mean that they would have less potatoes or horses or whatever. But as it turned out, this was actually a really good thing, because then he didn't have to go into the war and might even be killed. So you don't have to have an opinion. You can be like the old man. You don't have to have an opinion about the latest news or this big thing or that thing. You can stay neutral without an opinion, staying open-minded, open to new ideas. You cannot pour water into a cup that's already full. You cannot learn something without first letting go of your opinions and unlearning. If you think that you already know everything, there is no way that you can improve and learn something new. So realize that your opinions are probably wrong and biased. They are not reflecting reality as it is. Challenge your thoughts and don't jump to conclusions. I hope you learned something new today. You can also check out my other videos if you are interested in topics like this one. Have a great day. Goodbye.